And now let's talk about Spider-Man. No, because this is kind of my like WTF of the week.
Yeah, this
Did
was
you
a
see
weird one.
this headline today about Madam Web?
Yeah,
So
all I could think about
apparently, yeah,
was the cartoon.
Dakota Johnson from the 50 Shades of Grey movies, Don Johnson's daughter, has apparently has either signed on or is in talks to play Madam Web for Sony's Marvel universe of Spider-Man characters or whatever the hell they call it now.
Mhm.
And I just want to start by who the hell are you asking for a Madam Web movie? Is this for you? Are you the one?
I know, like
Did you tweet Sony and Amy Pascal and say I need Madam Web?
I did not.
Like, who's this for? Like, when I read this, it made me think about like when Andrew Garfield, when those movies were still going on, and right before the Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, there was all this talk about what's happening next. That they've already mapped out 3, 4, and 5 of those movies, and there's going to be the Sinister Six, and then there's going to be an Aunt May movie where she's like Spider Woman thing, and there's going to be a Spider Gwen movie. You remember when they announced all that?
Yes, yeah.
Like at some point, Sony had lost its goddamn mind, which was why it was such a welcome thing when they decided to ditch all that and work with Marvel Studios and finally just bring Spidey into the MCU. Like that was like, all right, good. Now we're done with Sony trying to milk this thing for all it's worth. But now it looks like we're heading back there, because they have the Venom movies, they have Morbius, there's going to be a Craven the Hunter movie, and now there's a Madam Web. And yet, in this world that they're setting up, they have not established a Spider-Man yet.
Yeah, it's wild to me. I don't
It's
even
like,
get how
come
you're
on.
introducing Madam Web before you introduce a Spider-Man. Like I feel like
Yeah.
she should be introduced in a Spider-Man movie, and then you go back and do a Madam Web movie. I don't know. It just
And again,
the
like
order of things is
you're
bizarre.
doing all these movies about peripheral characters, but you haven't established Spider-Man. And yes, you could argue that in Spider-Man No Way Home they showed Tom Hardy's Venom, so maybe they could. But remember, and I spoke about this on the last episode, at the end of that movie he gets zapped back to his Earth and the
Right.
symbiote stays behind, but the implication is that symbiote is going to create a whole new Venom. So is there going to be an MCU Venom and the Tom Hardy Venom movies? And who's the Spider-Man in the Sony ones?
Right.
So that when they get into this stuff about Madam Web and they're trying to build out this universe, I'm like, okay, Sony, it's great that you're building a Spider-Man universe, but where's Spider-Man?
Yes.
Who's Spider-Man? Because the Tom Holland one ain't going anywhere. They've already pretty much announced that he's the MCU Spider-Man pretty much for good now. So does this mean, though, now devil's advocate, pie in the sky, does this mean Andrew Garfield gets the call
Oh
and that
man.
he could be the Spidey for these Sony specific Spider-Man movies?
You
Do
know,
you think that could happen?
I mean, I hope so. I
Yeah,
mean,
you'd be down if they announced that tomorrow. You're jumping up and down.
yeah, I'm thrilled. I love Andrew Garfield. He
Yeah,
like
me too.
stole No Way Home for me
Yeah,
too.
I agree.
Just about.
Yeah,
It's interesting. Like all these like characters are setting up in these movies, and all I can go off right now is the two Venom movies. I guess we'll see how what's the
yeah.
guy? What's the man?
Morbius, Jared
Morbius.
Leto,
That man. That's the man I'm talking
that
about.
man.
I'm curious the tone. Just because, like the tone of the Venom movies was unique. I'll be nice.
I didn't see the second one, by the way.
Oof, I
So
just
yeah.
saw that. Uh,
Oh.
maybe we could have a whole nother topic on that another time.
Yeah,
Uh, so yeah, I'm just curious the tone because it does, like I said, and you said Madam Web and you have Morbius and all these little characters. I just can't stop thinking about the '90s animated cartoon,
yeah,
and like if they're going with like that cool vibe, I think Andrew Garfield's take on the character like really jives with that. Like he
yeah,
almost reminds me of the animated series Peter Parker. I don't know, like he just
yeah,
really hit that, like just with the quips and how he is and everything. So
yeah.
that could be the way to go. It's crazy bizarre though. I don't really understand.
It's just,
But
I
I've
mean,
seen the take online too that like listen, when Marvel, when they did the Phase One, a lot of those characters are like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor. They were like D-list characters,
they were
and
D-list
they
characters.
turned them into the A-list characters now, and everyone said Marvel's geniuses. And yeah, you do see people online bashing Sony for this, but Sony doesn't really have a great track record either. So.
They don't have a great track record, but also these are like these aren't even B or D-list heroes. These are the co-stars to a hero that they haven't established yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
it's not a perfect analogy. Yes.
No, I know what you mean. And honestly, it reminds me of what was going on in these last 2 years up until they announced Michael Keaton's return, where Warner Brothers was talking about, at some point, there was a Nightwing movie. There was the Birds of Prey. There was the Gotham City Sirens. There was the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie. Yeah, they were announcing all these different peripheral Batman characters. But meanwhile, there was no Ben Affleck Batman movies coming out. Right. And the Robert Pattinson Batman was seemingly going to be off on its own thing. So all of a sudden, there was, you're going all around Gotham City, showing everyone else who's there. But where's the Batman in your Batman universe? Right. You know? And then now DC solved that by bringing Michael Keaton in. And now he's sort of like the Batman they could bounce things off of and, whatever.
And then, you're right. We have a Venom without a Spider-Man.
Yeah, we have a Venom
that never met Spider-Man.
Never met Spider-Man. It does. It's like this is all very weird, but they're gonna have to figure it out. To me, it makes no sense. How do you go to Madam Web directly? Like there's not enough, built-in organic interest in Madam Web that there's people clamoring for a Madam Web movie. Right. To me, it only makes sense to go there once she's been a supporting player in a Spider-Man movie and the fans have loved her. You know what I mean? Or she's been set up there.
It seems like she would fit better just like as an ensemble character in like an Into the Spider-Verse movie.
Sure, yeah.
Like that's where it makes sense. You know? And maybe she'll be in Across the Spider-Verse. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. It's very interesting.
So and so it wasn't you though who asked for it. I don't know. It wasn't okay. It wasn't me. I'm just trying to figure out who went to Sony and said, you know what we need? You know what we need?
You know what?
A Madam Web movie.
Some weird ancient spider goddess or whatever she is. I don't even. I forget like her whole deal too.
Yeah. But